It is no surprise that the Squid Island series has quite a bit of lore to it. Since its creation in November 2023, many events have occurred on Squid Island. In this video, we'll explain the Squid Island lore to the best of our ability. We'll only cover everything up to the founding of New Squid Island. Everything that happens afterward will be covered in a future video. So, let's get into it. The Squid Island lore begins on November 8, 2023. This marks the date the first ever videos about the Minecraft world were uploaded. The Robust Trio explored their new Minecraft world in those videos and gathered resources. Slogo, Jelly, and Crainer built houses for them to live in and gave each other house tours. 2 days later, Crainer uploaded a video titled My Gift to Jelly and Slogo Minecraft. In it, he built a community farm where everyone could get food from. Crainer also collected resources such as food, minerals, tools, and blocks, which he gifted to Slogo and Jelly. Crainer also added a mine to his toilet. Jelly posted a video 1 day later titled, Slogo hid his diamonds and I stole them. As the title implies, Jelly stole the diamonds that Crainer had gifted Slogo. Jelly also upgraded his house into a pyramid-like structure named Jelly Temple. Not even 24 hours later, Slogo published a video titled, Crainer gifted me a present in Minecraft, sabotaged. To no one's surprise, Slogo looked at the gift Crainer gave him. He also helped Jelly construct his temple and created a few animal farms on the island. Several days would pass before the next Squid Island video was posted on November 15, 2023. On this day, Slogo, Jelly, and Crainer went to look for a village to bring back an iron golem, who would protect the island. Jelly named the iron golem, Golem. How unique. Slogo also confronted Crainer about the gift he gave him, which led to them finding out that Jelly had sabotaged Slogo's gift. This day was also notable in that Squid Island was officially named that by Crainer. Speaking of which, the next Squid Island video was uploaded by Crainer 2 days later, titled, Pranking Jelly with a Sand Trap in Minecraft. In that video, Crainer collected a lot of sand and filled Jelly's house with it as part of a revenge troll. Specifically, it was to get back at Jelly for sabotaging Slogo's gift and being a freeloader. Crainer also expanded the farm at the back of his house, turning it into a community farm. On November 18th, Slogo uploaded the next Squid Island video titled, I made him blow up his own house in Minecraft. Troll. In that video, he set up a TNT trap underneath Jelly's pyramid house. Slogo also created a secret chest to hide his lucky diamond near his house. The next Squid Island video was uploaded by Jelly and is titled, I built a secret underground base, Minecraft Squid Island. As the title implies, Jelly added an underground base to his temple. That's pretty much it. A few days passed before the next episodes on Squid Island were uploaded, which occurred on November 22nd. In these episodes, the Robust Trio went looking for a cave to try and find a glow squid, which they then brought to Squid Island. Slogo named the squid King Glowy and the Robust Trio donated items to him. Jelly also got his house blown up by Slogo's troll. Jelly also uploaded the next Squid Island video episode 2 days later, titled Revenge Lava Troll on Crainer, Minecraft Squid Island. In it, Jelly created a lava troll using Crainer's toilet mine. We'll touch on this in a bit. Jelly also created a new path system for Squid Island, connecting all the buildings. 1 day later, Crainer posted the next Squid Island video titled Falling into a Lava Trap, Minecraft Squid Island. As the title implies, Crainer fell into Jelly's lava trap and lost all his items. Most of the episode was spent recovering the items that he lost. However, all went well and Crainer eventually returned to where he was before dying. He also upgraded King Glow's enclosure, replacing the materials with wooden planks. Slogo posted the next Squid Island video the following day, titled Filling My Friend's House with Animals, Minecraft Squid Island. The main highlights of this episode include Slogo upgrading his house into a lighthouse type structure, and filling Jelly's house with various animals. The latter was done as a troll aimed towards Jelly. It wasn't until November 29th that the next Squid Island episodes were released. In those episodes, Crainer confronted Jelly about the lava trap he had left, and the two argued. Slogo intervened and suggested the two of them have a boxing match. The Robust Trio then went to look for resources to build a boxing ring, which included finding a desert village to look for cacti. Crainer won the boxing match, winning all of the items wagered. Now we are heading into December 2023. Jelly posted a video titled, I built a giant statue in our survival world, Minecraft Squid Island. The main highlight of this video was Jelly building a King Glowy statue out of wool and magma blocks. It was quite a process though. Fast forward one day and Crainer uploaded the next Squid Island video titled Building a Secret Underwater Base, Minecraft Squid Island. This episode saw Crainer destroying his house and building an underwater base outside Squid Island. He destroyed his house so that the farm behind his house could be turned into a community farm. Slogo uploaded the following Squid Island episode in a video titled I built a troll well to steal my friend's diamonds, Minecraft Squid Island. As the title implies, Slogo built a well on Squid Island that is secretly connected to his house. Its entire purpose is to steal Crainer and Joey's items without them realizing. Slogo tested the finished well using the holy sword donated to King Glowy. The following 2 episodes of Squid Island are weird since only Slogo and Crainer played on the server. Slogo and Crainer worked together in those episodes to destroy Joey's house and build Crainer's new house on the original site. Before doing that though, Slogo and Crainer struck up a deal where Slogo would help him destroy and build his house in exchange for Slogo keeping all of Joey's diamonds, as well as Crainer taking the blame for everything. Joey posted the next Squid Island video on December 8, 2023 titled I'm moving out of Squid Town, Minecraft Survival. In that video, Joey built a new house which was a pyramid-shaped island floating in the sky. However, Joey was sick in this video, which explains why he wasn't the most energetic.
What is this?
One day later, the next Squid Island video was uploaded by Slogo, titled I gave my best friend's house a makeover, Minecraft Squid Island. As the video title implies, he fixed Joey's house and made it look better than before. This video also contained a little Easter egg of a slug picking around the corner in Joey's underground farm. It is visible around the 3-minute and 25-second mark. Crainer posted the next video in the Squid Island series, titled Giving Joey the Biggest Present Ever, Minecraft Squid Island. In that video, Crainer gathered many resources, such as diamonds, iron, steak, wheat, and vegetables to create a gift for Joey to apologize for destroying his house. The Squid Island community mine was also created in the process. We wouldn't see another Squid Island video until 2 days later, on December 12th. On that day, Joey uploaded a video titled I found Slogo's stolen items well, Minecraft Squid Island. The primary highlights of this episode include Joey discovering the truth behind the Squid Island well, aka finding out it's a scam, and adding an upside down pyramid to his floating island. On December 13th, the next few Squid Island episodes were released. These ones were very eventful. In them, the Robust trio decided to create a mayor position so that there could be order on Squid Island. This was done through a town hall being built and resources being gathered to establish a voting system. Afterwards, Slogo, Joey, and Crainer voted for the first ever mayor of Squid Island, with the winner being Slogo. He then wrote the first law of Squid Island, which made the act of trespassing on other people's property illegal. Skipping forward 2 days later, Crainer posted the next Squid Island episode in a video titled Mayor Slogo Put Me to Work, Minecraft Squid Island. In it, Crainer completed the task of destroying his former underwater house. He also expanded his house by making it bigger and taller. Joey uploaded the next episode in the Squid Island series a day later through a video titled Doing Community Service in Our Survival World, Minecraft Squid Island. During this episode, Joey completed his task of building a new path system for Squid Island. It ended up looking kind of weird though. Slogo uploaded the next Squid Island episode on December 17th in a video titled I Opened a Pet Shop in Minecraft, Squid Island. As the title implies, Slogo built a pet shop on Squid Island for citizens to adopt pets. Some pets that were brought to the new pet shop include 2 wolves and a cat. 3 days later on December 20th, the following episodes on Squid Island were released. Some highlights of these episodes include an enchantment room being built and a trio adopting their pets. Slogo, Joey, and Crainer also voted for the next mayor, which ended up being Jelly. A new law was created, which made it legal to live in, quote, buildings that resemble a tower structure. I don't think I'm the only one who thought this law was stupid. Slogo uploaded the next Squid Island video 2 days later titled I Was Kicked Out of My House, Minecraft Squid Island. In it, Slogo moved out of his lighthouse and built a new home. The design of his new home was based on that of an observatory. Slogo also completed his task of renovating the Squid Island pathway, although he intentionally made it look bad. Crainer posted the next Squid Island video, titled Opening Up a Petting Zoo in Minecraft Squid Island 1 day later. Crainer did quite a few things in this episode. Some highlights include him remodeling his house so it does not have a tower structure and building several new animal enclosures, which Crainer called a petting zoo. Christmas Eve 2023 saw the next Squid Island episode being posted by Joey through a video titled I Am the Strongest Player on Squid Island, Minecraft Survival. As implied by the video title, Joey worked to become the strongest player on Squid Island. He did this by enchanting his armor and weapons. Now we are heading into January 2024, a brand new year for Squid Island. The first episodes of 2024 were released on January 3rd, which saw the robust trio build a new canal system for King Glowy to live in. Crainer also accidentally burned down the King Glowy statue that Jelly built. These episodes ended with the next mayor being voted in, which was Crainer. His turn was chaotic, but we'll touch on that in a bit. A new law was also made, which made it illegal for citizens to live outside of Squid Island. It's evident that this was targeted at Jelly. Jelly posted the next Squid Island episode 2 days later in a video titled My New Armored Lava Base on Squid Island, Minecraft Survival. The main highlight of this video was Jelly building a new house on the edge of Squid Island, which is, surprise surprise, a pyramid. Jelly's new pyramid house is notable because it contains a lava spire hanging from the sky. Jelly also added a new pathway to Squid Island, which is simple yet effective. Slogo posted the next Squid Island episode 1 day later in a video titled I trolled Jelly's house with lava and blamed Crainer, Minecraft Squid Island. This marks the point where things started to go south on Squid Island. Slogo decided to troll Jelly in that video by covering his house in lava using his lava spire. He then framed Crainer for it to get back at Crainer as well. This is a jackass thing to do, but hey, you do you. Slogo also completed his task of picking flowers, which he used to build flower shops around Squid Island. Crainer posted the next Squid Island episode on January 7th titled Building My Dog a House in Minecraft, Squid Island. The main highlight of this video was Crainer building a new house for his pet dog, Anton. Another notable thing that happened was Crainer destroying the old community mine and building a new one on Squid Island. 3 days would pass before the next Squid Island episodes would be uploaded, and my god were they chaotic. The January 10th episode saw the town hall being rebuilt to be much larger than before. However, Crainer got blamed for Slogo's troll on Jelly's house, which went according to plan. At the end of the episodes, the next mayor of Squid Island, Jelly, was voted in. With that, a new law was made, which extended the mayor's term from 1 week to 4 weeks. If you ask me, this is dictator-like behavior. 2 days passed before Crainer posted the next Squid Island episode, in a video titled Filling Slogo's House with Water in Minecraft, Squid Island. Some highlights of this episode include Crainer filling Slogo's house with fish and water as a type of troll, and completing his task of creating new animal enclosures on Squid Island. His task had annoying guidelines, so it wasn't all fun and games. January 13th saw the next Squid Island episode being uploaded by Slogo in a video titled I Blew Up My Friend's House, Minecraft Squid Island. The main highlight of this episode was Slogo completing his task of blowing up Jelly's old floating island, which he used to accidentally blow up Crainer's house. Slogo also went to a village to find a horse, which he kept as a pet. Jelly posted the next Squid Island episode 1 day later, titled I Kidnapped Slogo and Crainer's dogs in Minecraft Squid Island. It sounds extreme, but let me explain. As implied by the episode's title, Jelly kidnapped both Slogo and Crainer's pet dogs as a kind of troll. He didn't consider it a troll though, as he was mayor at the time. To do this, Jelly established a warrant of entry so that he could enter both Slogo and Crainer's houses. January 17th marked the day that the next Squid Island episodes were released, which were very eventful. The main highlights included the robust trio building a giant nether portal on Squid Island, a defense trial against Slogo being held, and Slogo and Crainer retrieving their dogs. Slogo's trial could have been better, but at least Crainer saw some justice. Slogo posted the following Squid Island episode 2 days later as a video titled Assassinating the Mayor in Minecraft Squid Island. As implied by the title, Slogo developed a plan to assassinate Jelly, who was the mayor at the time. He set up a TNT trap below the town hall that would explode by pressing a button. Slogo also did a mini troll on Crainer by filling his dog's house with obsidian. This entire video was basically just Slogo planning a coup d'etat against Jelly. Crainer uploaded the next Squid Island episode on January 20th, which was titled I Built a Giant Boathouse in Minecraft, Squid Island. The main highlight of this video was Crainer destroying his old sandcastle house and building a new boathouse on top of it. It's a very fitting design, primarily since Crainer's known for the phrase boat time! 3 days passed before the next Squid Island episode was uploaded, this time by Jelly, which was called I Kidnapped Villagers to Squid Island, Minecraft Survival. In the video, Jelly used the nether portal to transport villagers to Squid Island. It was quite a process though, as Jelly had to figure out how to transport the villagers through the nether and into the portal that leads to Squid Island. He did it though, so yay! Jelly also built a little community for the villagers on Squid Island. January 26 saw the next few episodes of Squid Island being released, which were pretty chaotic. The main highlights was Slogo, Jelly, and Crainer going to the Nether to gather Netherite scraps and smizing templates, which they then used to create Netherite tools. These episodes had a very shocking end to them. I'll show you what I mean.
Law 4. Each sitting
was
elected mayor
what
will
just-
keep his
what
role
just-
for a minimum.
What? What?
What?
What just happened?
In response to recent events, Jelly posted the next Squid Island episode, titled Revenge Troll on My Best Friend, Minecraft Squid Island. Only one notable event happened in that episode: Jelly blowing up Slogo's house and burning Crainer's boathouse. He did this as revenge for being assassinated. Jelly also created a secret bunker for him and his pet cat Melvin to live in during the entire fiasco between him, Crainer, and Slogo. One day later, the next Squid Island episode was posted by Crainer titled Hiding from Jelly in My Bunker, Minecraft Squid Island. The video saw Crainer going into hiding by building a secret bunker for him and Anton to live in. If you want to know where Crainer's bunker is, he built it within the Squid Island Adoption Center. He gathered a lot of resources, such as food, tools, blocks, and weapons to store in his bunker. One day later, on January 30th, Slogo posted the next Squid Island episode titled The Start of New Squid Island, Minecraft. As implied by the video title, Slogo surveyed the damage left on Squid Island and, as a result, decided to establish a new territory called New Squid Island. He took some of Crainer and Jelly's items, such as diamonds, the mayor's helmet, and the king's donations, to establish New Squid Island. As for King Glowy, Slogo brought him to the new island via boat. However, this happened.
Glowy. I did something real bad. I did something real. Oh, I'm in big trouble.
King Glowy somehow died following the creation of New Squid Island. I don't know how he died, but I believe that he suffocated in the air. That's just me though. That is where we'll be stopping for this video. If there's enough demand, I'll make another video covering all events that happened after the January 30th episode. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.